Sorry. Um, I had started a live stream and I had to end it because I forgot to call my wife and tell her where I was. So she was worried. So I told her where I was, told her what I was doing. I mean, she has my location. So, usually I call my lady once I get off work, but I know she's sleeping, so I wanted her to get her rest in. But yeah, that's what happened. And if somebody calls me, it immediately affects the live stream. So let's just get the show going. I'm gonna wait for more people to pop in. Let me just get the TV going. See if I could pull this up here. So what I was talking about was how I don't feel like Dave Ramsey's baby steps work anymore in this economy. Look at this setup right here. This is fire. There's a lot more that I gotta do. Um, and I just want to pull up his baby steps and I want to talk about it with you guys and just want to get like your opinion of like if you guys agree with me. Like I was gonna make this a pre-recorded video, but I figured it'd be more fun if we like engage and we talk about it together and I get your thoughts. So let me see. Dave Ramsey's. Shout out to everybody this morning. It's Thursday. You guys have one more day left, man, and you guys are done with the work week. So let me tell you guys something. Throw an AirPod in, right? Let's chop it up. If you're at work, throw that AirPod in. Don't get caught. Don't say, "Oh, I was just listening to Fritz." No, don't say. You feel me? Don't get caught up. If you at the crib, get your breakfast. Let's sit down and have a little conversation about money, man. Because I'm trying to get my money right. I'm trying to get a lot of things right, right? But this morning we're talking about money. So I'm just trying to pull up Dave Ramsey's baby steps here for the people who don't know about it at all. If you guys are just hopping on the chat, man, first and foremost, dap me up, right? Dap me up. Say good morning. You know what I mean? Drop a like. If you don't know me at all, just subscribe. It's a vibe. Just subscribe. It's a vibe. I'm telling you right now. Just subscribe. It's a vibe. I love to live stream, guys, because you guys get to really see who I am. Um, and I'm telling you, man, you're gonna be locked in, man. I'm gonna be locked in with you. You're gonna be locked in with me this year. Like I'm really trying to get my money right. Oh, this is nice. I like this right here. I don't want to hear him though. All right, let me see what this video is about real quick. Let me just. It's like 30 seconds. Let's just watch it together really quickly while we get more people up in here. Can you guys hear? All right, hold on. Wait, nigga. Damn. Oh, sorry. All right, pause, guys. I'm gonna act like I'm a professor up in this. All right, act like I'm a professor. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know if you guys could trying to prop this. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let's talk about these steps, man, because I got a problem with these steps. So let's look at baby step number one, right? Baby step number one. All right, good. I want to make sure you guys hear me because I got the AirPod in. I'm using the AirPod like a mic, so I think it helps with like the with my voice. So I just want to make sure you guys hear me. I don't feel like $1,000 is enough in this economy, guys. I just don't. Like Dave Ramsey, he's stuck on his ways. I love him. I rock with him. Like he put me on personal finance. Like he was one of the first people besides Robert Kiyosaki. that I like that really taught me about money. But as the time goes on, guys, I realize he's just stuck on his ways, and it's like he's stuck in 1980, bro. I feel like the baby step was very beneficial for our parents, everybody who came before us. I'm not saying it can't help us today, right? But what I'm saying is, in this economy, right, with AI taking over, with the rising cost of job layoffs and how long people go unemployed, it's not hitting the same. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like he's really talking about that in his show. Like when people call, right, he'd be like, "Where you from and what's your household income?" Like, I don't got an income, gang. I just got laid off. I'm looking for a job, Dave. And look, last year about 1 million people, right, got laid off. Okay. So that was last year. This year, Amazon already, kicked it off. 30,000 people getting laid off. You guys see it all over TikTok. This thing is hot, bro. People is just losing their jobs. And I feel like the baby steps is going to become obsolete. You know what I mean? I think it's just a way to get your footing. Yes, I agree. I feel like if you have no idea what the baby steps are, so if you guys are just tuning in right now, let's talk about it. Okay, so here's the baby steps. Okay, so let me zoom in. Baby step number one, $1,000 emergency fund. Baby step number two, pay off all your debt. Baby step number three, 3 to 6 months of expenses. Baby step number four, 15% in retirement. Baby step number five, fund your children's college fund. Baby step number six, pay off your home. And baby step number seven, build wealth and give. Okay, so that's the baby steps, right? And shout outs to everybody who's tapped in on the show right now, because if you guys are here, that means you're trying to get out of debt. That means you're trying to level up. That means you're locked in. So I appreciate you guys for being here with me, because that's all I'm about this year. You feel me? So I just don't feel like $1,000 is enough. Like this right here can help somebody who never heard about money. But I feel like once you, first of all, you learned about money, and then you, let's say you started listening to the money guys, you start, even if you ask chat GBT questions, you know what I mean, you'll realize that some of these things won't be beneficial for you. And if you just follow these steps blindly, sometimes it could actually mess you up. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Marilyn? How you doing? No, lifestyle creep is important. Yeah, facts. Lifestyle creep is super important, honestly, because if you guys are just falling for the traps of lifestyle creeps, forget these baby steps. None of these stuff gonna matter, right? Okay. And guys, we got to talk about the money. We got to talk about getting our money right, because a lot of you guys are working a job right now that you will want to escape, right? You want to leave. You know what I mean? You guys are there. You're like, oh, you can't wait for Friday to enjoy these 2 days off just to go back on Monday. Or probably you have a side gig. You're doing Uber on Saturday. You ain't got no time to see your family. You ain't got no time to see your kids. You're stressed out. You ain't got no time to work out. You're turning into a big back. So you gotta lock in, guys, right? You just gotta lock in, man. So and everything I'm saying, this is what I'm dealing with, guys. So I'm just trying to lock in. So let me get back to what I was saying, man. $1,000 is not enough. If you guys were to get laid off today, you need to ask yourself, what are your bills like currently? Okay. Your major expense that you guys have to really think about is your housing, right? I think that's like, if I was to lose my job, God forbid, the first thing I'll think about is, damn, how am I gonna pay my mortgage? How am I gonna pay my rent? Okay. So I feel like bare minimum, see where it says $1,000? Let's say your rent is $2,000. You need to bare minimum have $2,000 in your savings account. Okay. Whether it be a high yield savings or just a regular savings, I would put in a high yield savings so you get some interest off of it. But yeah, that's, I feel like that's the way to go. Or let's say you have a car payment, at least have a month's worth of your car. Let's say your car payment is $500, then have $500 aside too. So now you have $2,500 aside in your high yield savings. And then I would bust my butt to get 3,000, because now let's say you lose your job, you won't be stressed about your car for 1 month. Now you can drive to job interviews. I mean, people don't really do that. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to drive to a job interview. You can get around, right? Two, you won't have to worry about being homeless the first month of being unemployed. Okay. And I would actually say to save an additional 500 to make it $3,000. Why? So that this way you could put gas in your car. You can buy food, you know what I mean? And I would say try to save for whatever, like your car insurance. I would just say 1 month's worth of expenses overall. But I gave that $3,000 number because I feel like it's, it's just it could be more realistic. So instead of 1,000, try to save 3,000. You feel me? Because now you could pay whatever your rent is. I was just giving you guys a hypothetical example, right? Try to have 1 month's worth of rent. Try to have 1 month's worth of your car because you don't want to get your car repoed the first month you lose your job, bro. You don't want to get, already worried about being, foreclosed on or getting kicked out. You know what I mean? So that right there, that would be my baby step number one. What do you guys think about that? I want to know if you guys think, is that a good idea? Like, I don't think they will ever update that, but I feel like that should be the update. And I want to get your advice if I'm telling, because guys, I'm not a financial guru. I don't know everything, right? I actually read the comments and read what you guys tell me, and that's how I learn. Of course, we go to ChatGPT, we do research, but I value your opinion, and I just want to know, is that good? Like, if I tell somebody instead of $1,000, you should try to have 1 month's worth of expenses. Is that a bad thing to tell people to do? Hey, shout outs to Uncle Frank in the chat. I agree, nephew, but it's not about the money. It's about behaviorism. Just think 60 to 70% Americans don't have 1K at all. I personally think he should revise to 2K. Yeah, yeah, facts, Uncle Frank. So what I was saying was like, definitely babies, the baby steps. I want you guys to know this. Like, I love Dave, right? Dave put me on with personal finance. Like, I followed his steps. At one point I was up to baby step number 6. I was trying to pay off the mortgage and everything like that. Fell back into debt, if you guys don't know my story. And now this is like a fresh start for me. So I'm rewatching his shows and I'm rereading the book, but I just don't feel like it's updated. But we were talking about this in the chat that if you have a little bit more understanding of money, you start to, like, personal finance is personal. You start to realize, okay, a lot of it is more like foundational. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I could see myself. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the money guys, but I find myself like leaning in towards the money guys a little bit more now because of, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's more modernized. So that's what I was saying. But I definitely agree. 60 to 70% of Americans, they don't have $1,000. So all this is nothing, right? There's a lot of people who don't have a job right now. So, and that's something I was mentioning. That's why I feel like the baby steps might not even work in this economy, because if everybody done lost their jobs to a robot, then you know what I mean. Not to be negative, but sheesh. Okay, so let's move to the next baby step. Right, baby step number 2, pay off all debt, guys. If you guys are just tuning in, double like, double click for a kid. You feel me? Whoever I got, yo, man. Whoever I got, y'all see that? Look at the studio, man. We working on it. We working on the studio, man. It's a work in progress. I just got to figure out how to do these things, man. So, baby step number 2, pay off all debt. All right. So, when Dave tells you to pay off all debt, this is the one thing I don't agree with that he tells you guys to do, right? He tells you to stop investing completely. Guys, that's one thing I'll be honest with you, I never really listened to him when he said that, because other people were saying, man, the younger you are, because like, if you invest, the younger you are and you start investing, man, the better off you're gonna be. And I've seen Charlie Munger said that. Warren, I don't know if it's Warren Buffett or Warren Buffett, he said that. So I would at least contribute to your, like, let's say you have a 401k at your job, I would at least contribute up to the match. If that's 3%, whatever the case is, I wouldn't just stop it completely, guys, because a little bit can go a long way. You feel me? Like, I'm still contributing a little bit of money to my 401k, although I'm in debt, because I'd rather have something rather than nothing. Do you guys agree with me? Let me see what the chat's saying, man. Hi, greetings from Germany. What's up? Oh man, we getting love from Germany out here. Let me see. The big emergency fund comes later after you are gazelle intends to pay off your debt. Okay, Maryland goes, you have to start somewhere. Facts. No vacay, no restaurant, no clothes until you have a solid fund. Big facts. And honestly, guys, that's what I'm doing right now. I feel like this is why I also picked up a lot of days at work, guys, because if I'm not working, I feel like I'll put myself in a position where I'll spend money. You feel me? I feel like I spend money. So that's why I just been working on. I know you guys look, there has to be somebody out there who can relate. Like, you just go to work to avoid yourself spending money. Like, the most damage I can do at work is door dashing some food. But I won't be able to like go crazy. So yeah, man, I'd rather just, what do they say? Where do broke people go? To work. All right, so let me see. Yeah, man, sacrifice. Levant goes, that part is not a good move, in my opinion. Investing actually helped me pay my debt. You heard of covered calls? Nah, nah, but we're definitely going to talk about that, Levant. You got to put us on. If you guys know any information, drop it in the chat. Hey, we got Ken here. Yo, I got all my, listen, it's, you guys are the one who helps me out. First of all, we got Uncle Frank in the house, right? All right, we got Marilyn in the house. Okay, March 2167. Okay, Levant, what's up? We got Ken in the house, so we got all all the big dogs here, guys. Guys, you see, I'm trying to lock in, man. I'm trying to lock in. I'm trying to make you guys proud. You feel me? Hey, look at me, man. Trying to sound like a financial guru, guys. Guys, I'm in debt, man. I'm in a hard spot. So honestly, I should just shut up and listen to Dave Ramsey. But I'm one of those kids, the students in class who just have to ask questions, man. I just don't feel like it's updated, and I want to know if you guys agree with me. All right, so that's what this episode's about. Okay, now that we got all the heavy hitters here, let me know if you guys agree with what I said because we got a couple people in the chat. Um, and show and share any whatever knowledge you guys have. Just drop it here in the chat, guys. We're doing this show together as a team. Okay, so first thing I said was step one, you have to have at least 1 month's worth of expenses instead of $1,000. I don't feel like that's enough, but I agree, Uncle Frank. 60 to 70% of Americans don't even have that. Okay, but if you're a person who has the means, if I were you, I definitely at least have 1 month's worth of expenses. If you could at least have your rent or your 1 month worth of mortgage in your high yield savings, that'd be great. If you have a car note, at least have one month's worth there, that'd be great. The next thing I said, when Dave Ramsey goes pay off all your debt, he tells you guys to stop investing completely. I disagree. I feel like you should at least invest up into your employer's match if you have a 401k. If you don't have a 401k, you could look into a Roth IRA. You guys could look into investing into something, bro. I'd at least put $100 somewhere because AI is going crazy. There's a lot of opportunity costs that you're missing out on, especially if you're super young in your 20s and you're not doing nothing at all. Because you got to think about it. He says pay off all your debt except your mortgage. All your debt except your mortgage, guys. You know, I don't know what the average debt is for an 18-year-old who just graduates high school, but it's a lot. I mean, if they go to college, right? Because they go on ahead. If they didn't do everything right, if they didn't have their parents who were investing for them, they go on ahead and they take on a student loan. They take on what, like let's say you get a new car around this time, guys. Like after you graduate college, you're trying to get married, so you probably took on some debt for that. You know what I mean? Like I ended up in a lot of debt. Okay, I'm 30 years old now, but like yeah, it took my wife not a long time to pay off our debt, like almost 4 years. Imagine I didn't put a dollar into investments within that time. That's a lot. I don't feel like that's a good idea, and I feel like you're robbing. Like I don't know, I feel like you're losing money. If you follow that advice, you are definitely losing money. What do you guys think? You should at least invest. I don't care if it's 1%. Invest something, man. You got in a video going crazy. You got Bitcoin down to what 72,000 this morning. You got to invest something. I don't care what asset class you choose, but invest a little bit and then you could work on paying off your debt. Now, Dave Ramsey goes ahead and he talks about paying off your debt from smallest to largest. Like he doesn't really look into the interest rates at all. Okay, I think that's the snowball method from paying it off from smallest to largest, and the avalanche method is largest to smallest. Listen, for a guy like me who's I'm not gonna say I like debt, right? But like let's say I have debt because you guys know I have debt right now, right? Um, I recently just like because you guys I bought all this stuff with my credit card, paid it all off, right? All this stuff I paid this whole room. Okay, my thing is this, right? My bathroom. I'm just trying to give you guys an example of a debt. Sometimes if my credit card debt has a 20% interest rate, and let's say like another debt I had, like the loan I have for my bathroom, has like a let's say 6% interest rate, I would rather pay that credit card off first. I don't care if it's smaller or larger. I because I have an understanding of interest and how it could really steal your wealth, and it's like it's reverse. It's reverse compounding, man. It's compound interest working against you. So sometimes when I see that, man, I'm like, nah, I have to get rid of this credit card first. And don't get me wrong, when you're just getting into Dave Ramsey baby steps, you need that motivation and you want to just, get encouraged. I agree. Do the snowball method. Do it from the snowball method. But like let's say your credit card is $20,000 and you have a 20% interest rate and then your student loans is like 17,000, right? And but the interest rate was 4%. I'm not killing myself to pay the student loan first. If you guys are you guys with me? I don't know. I definitely agree, Marilyn. It's definitely psychological. It gives you some type of like a dopamine hit, makes you feel good. But honestly, I'd get rid of my credit card debt first if the interest rate is over 20%, man. Like, but somebody who never heard about money, they're not gonna think about that. So I agree, it is psychological. I'll just say, you know what? At least you're doing something. Just pay off that student loan. But then, damn, bro, you owe your credit card 20,000 and it's 20%. Damn, and now you're just doing the bare minimums on that so that you can pay your student loan. Nah, guys, are you with me so far? I need to know if you guys with me. Like, I definitely agree with Dave. This step is golden. It helped millions of people out. But I feel like once you have your own understanding of money, and honestly, a lot of you guys are not going to take out debt anyway, so you don't have to worry about this. But somebody like me who like to, dibble and dabble with that, I'm not about, like I'm gonna worry about the highest interest rate debt first, man. That's just me, okay? But it really depends on your situation, you know what I mean? Like I said, your your reality determines your strategy, right? So like whatever your reality is, that's gonna be your strategy. So that's why if depending on my whatever I'm going through, then I'm gonna make my strategy there. Like I'm flexible. I'm not gonna just stick to one thing somebody tells me. You feel me? Guys, personal finance is personal. No disrespect to Dave, man. No disrespect to Dave, but everybody has their own personal thing. Okay. Next thing you know, he says invest when you're okay, 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Now, this right here, I used to agree with this 100%, right? And let me tell you guys, for those of you guys who don't know what I do, I mean, it's obvious because I'm wearing scrubs. I'm an ICU nurse. They go and say nursing is a career where there's a lot of flexibility and you could just find another job. And that is true because I resigned from my job and I got another one pretty fast. But you know what? That's not always going to be the case in the future. Okay, there's a lot of people right now who got laid off from these big tech companies and they're going on over a year. They still can't find a job, right? Their resume is fire. They did everything right. You have these job companies, man. They're using AI to filter your resumes now. Can you believe it? I can't believe it, man. I know I'm getting off track here. I'm going on a tangent, but what I'm trying to say is they told me that 3 months is enough because of my job. The flexibility, the security of nursing, and I was like, all right, guys, for me, that wasn't the case. Last year, I had 3 months worth of expenses, and out of nowhere, my HVAC system gave out. I had to use my emergency fund. I didn't have enough, and I forgot what else happened. I I documented everything. I'm telling you guys on my YouTube channel. If you guys are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and you'll see everything I'm saying. Guys, I really pour my business out too much. I don't regret it because that's how I met Ken. That's how I met Uncle Frank. That's how I met Marilyn, and I have a bunch of people helping me out now. But yeah, man, like 3 months for me is not enough in this economy. I don't even think 6 months is enough, bro. Now I get what they mean by cash is king. Okay. Cash is king right now in this environment, in this economy. If you get fired, bro, your cash will save you. It's gonna save your life. I don't feel like 3 to 6 months of expenses is enough. That's a very nice spot to be in. You're good, right? But if you're trying to be, let me try to hit you up with a big word, right? X. extraordinary. That's not even a big word. I don't know. I was about to say exponential, but I would think that's a word, man. But if you're trying to be really, really good, bro, you need to have 1 year's worth of savings, guys. I feel like, and you know what? I'm not gonna act like Ken, you're the one who put me on with this, man. When Ken was really like putting this in my head, man. And some people will say it's overkill. Oh, you don't need to have that much. Your money should be working for you. You know, you should be investing. You should be doing this. All right. How about all the people that was investing in Amazon doing a really good job investing and I don't know where they lost their jobs? Now you have to sell. And you know what I mean? Like you might have to sell at a loss. I feel like that's security, man. Like having liquidity in this time in this economy, why are you gonna be upset at yourself that you saved more money? That you have more access to money? Am I wrong, guys? I just want to know. Let me read the chat because I gotta see what you guys are saying here. I want to make sure we're up to date because we're doing this show together. You have to change your habits. Bring your damn lunch facts. Levant goes, how old are you? I'm 30 years old. I turned 30 in June, so damn, it's been 6 months. Yo, I'm turning 31. That's crazy. Um, I had a pension at work, so investing was never a priority. Marilyn, I want to talk to you about that. I want to talk to you about that because I that is my mindset too because I also have a pension and it's crazy that you said that. But now that you're because I want to speak to you guys about my game plan after this for all my gurus that's here that's spending time with me this morning. Thank you so much, guys. Anybody who's just dropping into the live, drop a like for the kid. Um, Levant goes, we def have to chat about selling covered call and cash secured puts. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. They don't talk about it enough or at all. I have no idea what that is. So before I go, I need to learn what that is. Marilyn goes, before I could write a check to buy a car, I bought used cars that I could pay off in less than a year, maybe 10K. Has been years since I had a car payment. Honestly, that's the way to go. That is the way to go. I can't, you know what? I can't relate right now because I got this car payment up my ass, man. I got a lease to own, man. So honestly, we gotta get rid of that too. But I know how it feels like to not have a car payment, and dang, it feels good. The car drives different, right? It feels so much better when you drive a car that you don't own nothing on. Um, like anything else, you have to renew your mind, renew your behavior. Guys, I'm just catching up. I don't want to miss out. Hey, what's up? What's up there? She said hi. Who is the guy to give out financial advice? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, this ain't financial advice, guys. I'm coming here asking y'all for help, right? I'm just trying to find out if Dave Ramsey's system's updated. And I just honestly don't think it's good enough. I'm not saying it's good enough. I just don't feel like, in this economy, it's gonna work. I hate to say it. 3 months is enough as long as you haven't lost your license. Okay. I currently have more than a year's worth of saving in a checking account. Woo! I can't wait to get to that point. 1 year emergency lowers significantly the need for borrowing. Yes, I agree. All right, so we're all up to date. Yep, so we could agree. So Marilyn, you have a 1 year, like I feel like that right there, after you pay off all your consumer debt, that's something to look forward to do, you know what I mean? Like that's something that I would like to do, like stack up a year's worth. Okay, now let's get to that next step right here. Goes investing 15% into retirement. I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree. I think the money guy goes invest 20%. Honestly, if you have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses or a year's worth of savings at that point, man, 15%, man, you should be going in, right? Because you have no consumer debt. Let's say all you have is a mortgage. What's even better, let's say you don't have a mortgage at all. Let's just say you're renting. I'd go in. I'd go in on investing. I'd save more than 15%. You could save. So listen, because this is important. I don't think we really see what this thing 15% in retirement. So when I see the in retirement, I'm thinking 401k. Okay. I'm thinking 401k. So Maryland, this is where I was thinking about when it comes to retirement. So when you put your money in a 401k, let's say you max out your 401k. If you're a high income earner, you could max it out and you won't really feel it as much. But let's say you're not a high income earner, because I don't know what the average salary is in America, right? But let's say you're earning 80,000 and you just don't have the margin in your budget, right? I feel like maxing it out, it really depends on your goal, because you can't touch that money until you're 59 and a half. So like you might be discouraged. You just might be discouraged. I'm pretty sure they say you can remove the money you put in. So like let's say you're putting money into a Roth, you could take the money you were contributing, but you can't take out the gain. Now, I feel like, man, it depends on your goals because what if you're investing in fire? What if you want to retire early? Dave Ramsey he don't talk about that. I don't think he believes in that. But some people have different goals. You might not like your job, you might want out. So it's 15%. If that's depending on your budget, yeah, just put 15% into your 401k. And guys, everything I'm saying is not financial advice. So I don't want no lawyers up in this shit trying to sue my ass. You're not gonna get nothing anyways. You're not gonna get But yeah, guys, what I'm trying to say is it's like you're gonna like trap your money, right? You're gonna trap your money and you won't be able to get it until you're 59 and a half. So it really depends on your goals. At my job, in my current situation, I'm offered a pension. Thank God, because they don't even give those out anymore. So like right now, I'm investing a small amount to my 401k until I pay off my debt. But after, like, for me, I I don't know if I even want to invest a crazy amount because of the fact that I have a pension. So Marilyn, let me know what you think about that because like if you have a good pension, if your job offers you guys a good pension, that means you basically, for hypothetically speaking, if you're getting paid 100 grand a year, you'll get like 100 grand. You'll get like 100 grand a year for the rest of your life. So I'm just like, if I'm investing my 401k and I have a pension, do I have to go crazy? You know what I mean? Like, it really depends, guys. I feel like if you live a very frugal lifestyle, all that money you're just gonna leave it to your children's children anyways. But like I don't think you're necessarily gonna need it for your lifetime at least. Unless you're trying to go crazy and like flex and whatnot and take private jets and whatnot. Like it depends on the retirement you want to have. But um yeah, so just think about it. If you put a lot of money into your retirement, you won't be able to get it. So consider putting money into a brokerage account, because at least this way it's liquid. You could sell stock and you could grab it, you know what I mean? So like, yeah. So 15% into retirement, consider that. But if you want to retire early, think about putting your money into a brokerage account because at least you have liquidity. And that's something to think about, guys. I told you guys my personal situation so that this way, you guys could have like an example. If you have, you know, a retirement account or investment account, that's something you guys should think about. Like, what age do you want to retire? Do you even want to work up until the age of 59 and a half? You know what I mean? Think, because guys, I'm thinking about my knees right now, right? And I'm looking at that snow. I don't know if I got that in me. I know I got, you know what I mean? I don't know if I could work in New York that long. You feel me? I might have to go somewhere warm. Um, so guys, just don't go in putting all your eggs in one basket. Make sure you diversify is what I'm trying to say. Put a little money into your 401k, put a little money into, your brokerage account. Have money coming from different places so that this way you have liquidity. But definitely your company sponsored 401k, guys, that right there is the number one vehicle most people use to become millionaires, right? Like you're not the rappers, not the people you see guys on TV or on YouTube that's showing you any. It's really just a 401k. Like I know a lot of people I work with, man. They chat with me, and you guys know, man. I be talking to a lot of people. I like to talk, right? And then, yo, they be undercover millionaires. You wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know it. So definitely, guys, if you don't know anything about your 401k, look into it. But if you guys, honestly, man, I'm just trying to put you guys on. But most of you guys in the chat are the people who helped me out. So hopefully, I'm making y'all proud right now. All right, so let's go to the next baby step, all right? Because we got to move this along. Like I talk too much. Um, Children's college fund, guys. If y'all don't know this, the reason why I'm going hard right now, right? The reason why I know you guys told me to chill, but the reason why I picked up a lot of days is because I'm currently not putting any money inside my child's 529, and it's breaking my heart. You know what I mean? I'm putting some money aside for my 401k. Like I had a decision. I said, should I put a little money inside my child's 529? I said, man, I think I might not even go to college, man. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Nah, I mean, sometimes, man, your kids will get you shocked because you can save all this money for them and they be like, but for me, I'm really thinking about the environment because if AI is taking over all these jobs, right? Like I know people I went to school with, they went for cybersecurity, they went for software engineer, they got a job at Google. Now they're laid off. Okay. Some of them, they were good with their money, they were savvy financially, and they paid off their student loan debt. Some of them, they still have debt. And now they have a student loan payment that they have to pay for still, and they can't find a job. So for me, to be real with you guys, I'm like, I'm not as excited or what's the word I'm looking for, guys? I'm just there's no incentive right now for me to pay off or to put money into my children's 529. I know it's important, but you guys ever think about like, yo, in 5 years, in 2030, employment is gonna look so much different. And this is why I'm saying Dave Ramsey's not really putting this into perspective, man. A lot of people won't have jobs. So like, why am I putting money into my children's college fund? I mean, I'll put some money, but I'm not gonna go OD. At this point, guys, I'm gonna make sure like because you see, I can't fix this right here. I don't know how to fix this. I'm not a handy guy at all. But like I want to make sure my son is handy. I want to make sure he's good. He has good technical skills. Like I'm thinking about jobs that will actually, what I mean, like give you like careers that will actually give you a job, right? Like being a plumber, an electrician, nursing, like guys, any jobs you think AI won't take over, we have to think about this. We have to consider this. We can't just tell our kids, "Oh, go be a doctor." Elon Musk is trying to replace surgeons, guys. What? Yo, man, I don't know. So like when it comes to your children's college fund, you guys have to do your research into like what careers are not going to get affected by AI. Because we're living in the future, man. We have to put this into consideration and we have to implement it into the baby steps. Um, the next baby step that I agree with 100% with Dave Ramsey is paying off your home. Paying off your home. All right. And let's just skip to baby step number 7, build wealth and give. I feel like that's when you could just, a lot of you guys right now, it's just a different life, right? You get paid, you go to work. Let's say you get paid 100,000 a year, 200,000 a year. Imagine having no debt at all. You don't accomplish all these babies. You don't even know what to do with the money. Right? You're investing it. It's automatic though. You just log in just to see what's going on, but you're like, damn it, I'm getting richer. And this is where they say the rich get rich, and it's not even their fault because all you have to do is get rid of the debt once, right? And implement these steps once. You just got to make the sacrifice once, and then guys, it's up. This thing just happened automatically. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a sacrifice you have to make, and you see, build wealth and give. That right there, guys, is something that I dream about because if you guys don't know, I'm Haitian. A lot of my family members, man, are suffering right now in Haiti. They're going through a lot, and a lot of people Haitian loves to work hard. So if I wish we had the baby steps in Haiti, man. I wish we had opportunity like this in Haiti. So like, you know what? Like I don't want to just become somebody who gets wealthy and just give money out. No, my dad says you could, like I forgot what did my dad used to say? Like, you want to teach somebody how to fish. You don't want to just give somebody the fish. So I feel like giving is also like giving back to knowledge because that's everything. And that's why I appreciate you guys for all the knowledge you guys gave me, man. Everything you guys put me on with. But yeah, so back to baby step number 6. I'm gonna get back to y'all. I want to make sure we really engage and talk. But I feel like it's really important to pay off your home. Okay. Now, let me tell you something. I know you guys gonna say it depends, right? People gonna say it depends. Why? Why does it depend? It depends on your interest rate. Like in my particular case, I have a low interest rate, right? My interest rate is 2.9%. People would say, that's crazy. Why would you pay it off? Blah, blah, blah. Man, and especially in America, because they say even if you pay off your home, It doesn't belong to you. You still have to pay property taxes. If you have an HOA, you still have to pay an HOA. Listen, for me, it just takes away the middleman. You know what I mean? I tell you guys this in my videos already. The person who's servicing my loan right now is Jamie Dimon. And honestly, if you're in debt to somebody, what do they say? This the the slave, the borrower is a slave to the lender. Right now, guys, I just feel like, the person, me growing up, the person I would borrow money from was my father, and even my father made sure I give him his money back. You know what I mean? And Jamie Dimon's not my daddy. Respectfully, I'm not trying to sound arrogant, guys. Jamie Dimon is not my daddy. He's not my father. I'm a grown man. I feel like I need to have the title to my house. I would love to give it to my wife. I want to give her that security, and I feel like that's something we should do because when you get laid off and you lose your job, like I mentioned in the beginning of this live stream, the first thing you stress about is your housing. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna pay for your rent or your mortgage? You know what I mean? If your home is paid off, that's like one stress you don't even have. Like, even if you lose your job, you could just be sitting, like, guys, you could just be sitting here staring out the window, like, damn, I lost my job. Oh, all right. And continue to just live. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy because, like, animals don't have to worry about this, right? Bears, they can just choose a spot they want to claim, live in a cave, and they're good. Humans, we have to pay for wherever we want to live. But yeah, man, I feel like if you could just, you guys tell me in the chat, how does it feel to have a paid off home? I know investing, people's gonna say, in my case, oh man, if I were you, I'd invest. What? People's gonna say a 2.9% interest rate is an asset. You know what I mean? You can go crazy, you can make a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. But we're not considering the whole thing that's going on with AI, guys. You know how many people thought they'd be able to invest in all these cool things and they lost their job? And then they go a freaking whole year without having a job. Now they have to dig into their emergency fund. And if you're really young, you have to dig into your investments. Now that sucks because now you're touching your investments, man. Now you have to move to another country because that's the only now if you move to another country, you'll be able to live off of your investments no problem. And if you have a side hustle, cool. But honestly, guys, I feel like if you have a paid off home, it don't even need to be the biggest home ever, right? Ken, what do you say? What does Ken told me this thing and I held on to it. Like I've never let it go. He says the bigger the mortgage, the bigger the house, the smaller the net worth. That's what Ken taught me. And when he taught me that, I was like, that's a fact because I know a lot of people, nurses, um, doctors who have a really, really big house, right? But their net worth is negative, not only because of the home, but because of their student loan debt, their personal loans that they take out for like weddings, their car loans. And you see what I'm trying to say? So, like, I'm not telling you guys to go on and buy the biggest home, right? Like you guys see where I live. It's a foreclosure, right? It's a little foreclosure. It's a little condo, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Something that can get you to that finish line sooner, guys. Because the whole point is we want to get to baby step number 7. That's where we want to get to. Baby step number 7: build wealth and give. So I don't care if you find something in the boondocks, gang. You know what I mean? As long as they ain't shooting outside. If it's an apartment, I don't care. Get your hands on it. Try to pay it off fast. Because you could always move out, rent it out, and use that income and rent somewhere bigger. Because what, like, I was telling my wife this, I was like, babe, if we pay off this condo, we could live wherever we want because we could just rent this place out and then we could rent a house. We could use the income from what this condo is doing. Now we have an asset, and we could live anywhere in the world, guys. I feel like having a paid off home is important in these times because America is also crazy, guys. You guys are watching the news. I don't have to say anything to you. I don't care what side you are, left, right, because I'm not trying to get all gangster. I feel like the news right now is like Bloods and Crips. I ain't trying to get there with y'all, right? But I feel like if you have to leave America right now, like there's people in Florida, right? They can't even leave their home in disastrous times. Let's say there's a hurricane and there's problems, you know what I mean? Because of bills, because you don't have your finances in order, you have to stay put. You know what I mean? But if you have a paid off home, It's like you have a base in America that can give you income if you rent it out. And then you could be like, you know what? Let me rent out where I'm living right now. And I'm about to go to Thailand. Let me go to Canada because America's not safe. Let me go to Portugal because America's not safe. I feel like as a man, not only the Second Amendment, right, we have to follow, right? Not only do we have to make sure we have our physical health right, we got to make sure we're in line with our spiritual with Christ. Um, but we have to get our money right, and we need to have a paid off property because the flexibility it gives us, man. Because I might need to get up and go with my family. What if I have to just leave America? I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? Guys, a lot of these billionaires, you'll notice they're doomsday ready. Maybe it's my anxiety, but like, if your finances is not in order, you can't move like that. You can't just get up and go. What are you gonna try to use your credit card? We taking cash. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, having a paid off home is really important, guys. And right now, I totally understand in this market, it sucks because a lot of you guys would love to follow the baby steps, right? And you don't have a job. You know what I mean? AI is going crazy. They're taking over a lot of jobs, and you guys are really trying your best. This is something you'd love to do. All these steps right here. You're listening to the podcast, this whole live stream this morning. You're like, shit, I'm unemployed. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but like this is why I feel like the baby steps is what I mean, it's not gonna really work in this economy right now. With how it's going, and if it continues like this, guys, like this is why I'm working my ass off. You guys can't convince me to chill out right now. I can't, because it's a blessing that I have a job. I feel blessed. I feel honored. I said it in a video that I feel like me wasting this opportunity is like wasting food when somebody else is hungry in another country. I can't waste this opportunity. Like, especially in nursing, guys, I love what I do. And I'm not just saying it to say it. I was my dad's primary caretaker. So when I go to work and I'm just taking care of people, I'm doing bed baths, I'm giving them their meds, I'm putting in IVs, I'm saving lives. And I'm doing it in my community, bro. It feels so good to like go to the supermarket. I don't even like going out like that, but when I see people, like, oh, I know that, Ness, I know that. So guys, like, I don't know, find something right now that AI won't take over. I try to put people on with nursing because for me it's a really noble career, and I love what I do. At least I found love in the bedside. I know people hate the bedside, man, but I love it. You know what I mean? It's there's always a need. During COVID, we see how important it is to be a bedside nurse. Even nurse anesthesiologists, doctors, everybody was at the bedside because that was the most important place to be at. Especially, I don't know if you guys hear what's going on. I hear this. I'm not even trying to drop no controversy, but you hear about the new virus. I ain't trying to get a flag, but the new virus that's going on. If there's to be another pandemic, man, I feel like being a bedside nurse is almost equivalent to being a soldier. You know what I mean? You never know when people's gonna need help. And honestly, like being at the bedside, guys, got me so comfortable with speaking to people. Cause like I go into my patient's room just like this, man. Listen, I go up to the family, I dap them up. I go to I never seen them before a day of my life, man. I go up to my patients, I start talking to them, and we be locked in. We be locked in, guys. So yeah, man. Maybe it's because I talk a lot too, but let me see what you guys are talking about in the chat here, man. So let me know, guys, what you guys think so far about everything I said about the baby steps, my mindset in regards to working my ass off to complete these steps, but in the method that I told you guys. Um, okay, let me see what you guys are saying here. I had a pension at work, so investing. Okay, we read that already. We read that already. 15 and a, oh, 59 and a half comes faster than you think it will. You're right. Because I can't believe I'm 30 years old. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My mouth hurts, bro. Pause, pause. Whoa. But like I was just talking a lot, yo. I was just talking a lot. I'm not waiting until 50 and I'm 59. Facts. I enjoy reading books, either cheap or free. Facts. I do too. I like I like reading books right on my phone, to be honest with you guys. I just pull up the ebooks or whatever Amazon. I just buy as you guys tell me books to read, right? On like, cause in my comments, I was like, guys, put me on with a book. I copy, paste it, I buy it right there on Amazon or ebooks, whatever the case may be. I put it on my read list, and I read it right on my phone. Because for me, it feels like I'm on my phone, but I'm actually reading. That's what works for me. Paid off home, you sleep well at night. I can't wait, guys. When I pay off my home, I'm gonna sleep with my thumb in my mouth. Pause. But I'm gonna sleep like a baby. I can't wait, man. My niece's husband lost his job at 50. Dang, very hard to get another one equivalent. Yep, yep. And that sucks because I really feel like they don't say it, man, but I feel like they definitely be how can I say it? Like I'm having a brain fart, guys. My brain's not operating at the max right now, but there's not equality in regards to like older people, when they lose a job. Cause like when you apply versus like somebody who's in their 20s and 30s, I feel like, they skip your application. And I feel like AI skips it. They just look at you like, oh, this human being is too old. Let's choose the next valuable person. Like, no disrespect to anybody here, but like, I don't know. I just don't feel like the older you get, the harder it is to get certain jobs. It depends, like which positions, but I agree. What do you feel in the oldest age someone should start a nursing career? Honestly, um, I personally, we had students in their 50s. Yep, I agree. I agree. I had coworkers who were in their 50s, man. People who worked as cops, had a long career, 20-year career as a cop, and then they chose nursing as their second career. People, yeah, definitely. I've seen people in their 50s going into nursing. That's the like 56. People who already retired wanted to be a nurse after so they could have the flexibility to work anywhere in the world. I feel like you can go into nursing anytime in your life. It's a good thing to have. Even if you want to go into business, you can work part-time, right? And then get health benefits from nursing and then still do your business on the side. Like I feel like having nursing right now in this time, um, you know, could definitely be an asset in regards to job stability. So yeah, think of it as a second career, guys. But you need to have a passion for nursing too, man. You can't just hop in it and just be like, I want the money. You know what I mean? Definitely don't go to the bedside. Go into informatics. If that's your mindset, go into something else. All right, man. So let me see, guys. What do you guys think about what I said about Dave Ramsey's steps? Because like I want this show to be an hour long. I gotta get going. We have 7 minutes, but like I want this video to be here for people later who like right now you guys are watching this live, but later when people go home, I want to make sure that this makes sense. Cause I don't know. I just want to give people good like whatever. I'm just trying to pour into you guys, man. Cause you guys pour into me, so I have to do the same, man. Like I have I be watching people on TikTok, younger brothers, younger sisters who's in nursing school, who want to do better, get better with their life. So knowledge is power, man. Everything you need to know is in a book. So if we could just, make it easier for the people who don't know, I feel like that's the way to go, man. And, put people on basically. Um, all right, all right, all right. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the chat. But yeah, this right here, I'm not gonna lie to you, this right here was very fun for me to do because I can't wait. I can't wait to pay off the crib because this right here is my studio, and there's a lot that I need to do. I need to paint that door. Um, I need to get my table going. I need to get my live stream set up. That's the chair right there. You know what I mean? I don't know how to set it up, but I got this chair right here. It's gonna be for like if I have somebody I want to interview, whatever the case is. This uh, sofa also turned into a pull out. So like let's say I want to just, it's a queen size too. So if I want to just stay the night, like it's at my mom's so that, if my mom's not feeling well or something like that, I could spend the night here too, whatever the case may be. So yeah, this is another reason why I wanted to do this here is because it could be a tax write off, somebody tells me, you know. So that'd be dope. That'd be dope, man. It's right at my mother's crib, guys, and it's another reason why I go hard, man, for my mama, man. Like For my mama, man. I'm a mama's boy. I will tell you guys this right now. I am a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy, and you know what? She went hard for me, so I gotta go hard for her. And yeah, man. So we gotta grind, guys. We gotta grind. We gotta expand our knowledge. We gotta read more books. We gotta be disciplined. My goal is I'm trying to tell Dave Ramsey about his steps, how they're not good, and I can't even, follow. I can't even be disciplined to follow either one of these steps. So I gotta be disciplined. I gotta, just focus on being disciplined, starting with what I eat. I feel like I gotta fast again. I gotta pray more. And I want to do more live streams, guys. I want to get out my comfort zone because, like, I can act one way, like in a pre-recorded video, but then I could be a completely different person after. You know what I mean? Like, I think the other day I made a video saying, guys, I'm not gonna curse. Right? As soon as that live stream was over, man, I started cursing my life away, man. I was so fucking stressed, man, and I just, oh shit, sorry, guys. It's just, well, I'm just, you know what? I want to be authentic and transparent about the journey, man. This journey, it's a lot, man. It'd be a lot on me mentally when you're working your ass off every day and you get stressed, but at the same time, you need to have self control. So that's why I'm gonna do these live streams so you guys can keep me accountable too. I need you guys to keep me accountable. Anybody who's here in this live stream and my future videos, I'm telling you, man, if you guys see me curse, I need you guys to help me out. Be like, yo, let's work on that. And the reason why, guys, I know you can say, man, you're a grown man, whatever. Every day we could improve, right? We could improve. Like I want to be a speaker one day that can go to stages, and I want to speak in nursing schools and help people out. So if I'm out here sounding like a bum, I'm gonna mess up my opportunities. You feel me? So I want to make sure I learn. I'm about to learn some big words too, guys. Some big ass words, gang. Like I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start sliding them in so nonchalant. Y'all gonna be like, I see what you did there. I'm like, yeah, man. We in there, man. We in. But yeah, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, guys. Like self mastery, getting better, getting in shape. That's it, man. We got to get better every day. And you know what? Now that my son's getting older and I have my daughter on the way, I got to be a good role model, guys, because these videos are going to be here forever. And I don't want, God forbid, I'm not here tomorrow and my daughter's watching, oh, dada. And I'm out here like, you know what I mean, guys? No. I'd rather, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to go on no red carpet, BET Grammys, guys. I'm doing this for my family. Everything I do is for my family, right? So if they're like this right here is my digital legacy. I always said that when I pass, guys, I'm gonna have a barcode on my tombstone so that people can go right to my YouTube channel and see exactly who I was, my heart, and even my patience, bro. Cause like the way I love my family, guys, the way I am is how I am with my patience, no cap. You know what I mean? It's how I am. Guys, I'm clingy. It's how I am with y'all. It's that's why I said just lock in, tap in, because I don't want to get to this finish line by myself. I want to get there with you, even if you don't know me. Don't call me a content creator, man. At this point, I better be your YouTube nephew, your YouTube cousin, your YouTube brother. You know what I mean? Just guys, you feel me? I'm one of y'all. I'm just trying to get it out the mud, baby. And I want to take you guys with me, man. And I know it sounds like a motivational speech, but I'm so serious, man. I'm dead ass. So serious. All right, so let's see what you guys are saying right here in the chat. What do you feel? I read that already. Thank you for. Okay. Pension is great, but probably not enough to live on. Facts. Facts. Well, I feel like. Let me see. We have students in their 50s. I'm ignorant about pensions and union. Are you pro or con? Then, if you have a pension, that's lit. But yeah, I definitely agree with inflation. You know what I mean? It's a blessing if you have, man. But if you have no expenses, you won't need much. That's why we got to get rid of all the debt. By the time I first heard Dave Ramsey on the radio, I was already doing it. That's what's up. How? Like, did you just know about it? Marilyn, how old are you? I'm not even trying to disrespect you. Whoa, I'm not even trying to disrespect you asking you that question. I'm so sorry. But like, I just want to, I can't see you. I can't see you guys. So it's like, I got to do a Discord, and there has to be a way that I can add you guys like to the live stream because I want to see your faces, man. I would love to see your faces. I think there's a way to do it. I'm gonna try to find out so that this way we do a live stream next time. I'll be able to just add you guys to it. Um, Thank you for the advice, Mrs. Yep, yep, yep. I got all my senseis here. Pension is great. Okay. Try hospital nursing. I hated it. Thank you, Fritz. Come on, Jasmine. I appreciate guys. Thank you. 64. Hey, you see, guys, this is another reason why I have to watch my mouth and be respectful. Man, God bless you. Marilyn, I really want to thank you for everything you put me on with. Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. Amen. He did. Thank you everybody who put me on and who's praying for my family, especially in these times. Thank you guys for accepting me for who I am. I know I'd be crashing out on this thing, guys, and I'd be definitely telling you guys too much of my business, especially mentally, but you see I'm trying and you see I'm hustling for my family, and honestly, I hope it inspires like somebody out there, a sister, a brother, whoever, man, whoever you are. Like if you're in nursing school, I hope this motivates you to pass the NCLEX, to lock in, to separate yourself. You know what I mean? So that this way you could become the greatest version of yourself, man. This is the year of separation. This is the year of sacrifice. This is the year where we start reading books and we have to like whatever you learn, whatever knowledge you guys have, bring it to the table and let's lock in, man. Now, Levant, are you still here? Because you said you was about to put me on with something, man. Levant, man. He said he was about to put me on with damn guys. You got to be real with you guys, like I kind of use you guys like Chat GBT in a sense where whatever you guys tell me, I learn and then I just try to like grow from it. And then like I'll share it in a video and act like it was my advice. Oh man. I was scared as hell. I was in so much debt. I started Gazelle and had to change my lifestyle. Yeah. That's me. I'm scared as hell right now, especially for daughter on the way, guys. Like, I am super scared. But you know what? Like, I'm just putting my faith in God right now. It's the fact that I'm having a girl. If I was having another boy, it would have been whatever. But the fact that I'm having a girl, guys, I'm already defensive. Like, you know, I'm trying to rush this live stream because I just want to go home and take care of my wife, man, because my baby's inside of her, literally. Like, guys, I be going home. When I go home, guys, I have ultrasound gel. I put in my wife's belly. I listen to my baby's heartbeat. I make sure it's going, 150 beats per minute. I make sure that, she's doing good. You would have thought I was an ultrasound tech, guys. I go there like this, check my wife's I'm checking her vitals, making sure she's good, man, because she's my patient too. I don't know. I just can't wait to hold her, man. Man, I can't wait to be a girl dad, man. But I'm so done after this, guys. I'm getting a vasectomy. As soon as she's born, I'm going right downstairs to the urologist, man. I'm like, yo, man, snip, snip, gang. I'm gonna sit right there in the chair. I'm like, I'm so done, especially in this economy. It's a wrap. Thank you, Fritz. I'm inspired, and I'm gonna be easy on you too. It's just tough love, I promise. Guys, 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 guys. Be tough on me. I don't take it personal. I really don't, man. Even yesterday, I think I was just crashing out on somebody. It's because I didn't sleep, man. And you guys know I'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like all over the place mentally sometimes. But I always look back and reflect on my actions and want to be the greatest version of myself and don't want to give people the reaction they expect. So please, you know what I mean? I'm not the smartest. You feel me? I'm definitely not the smartest. I don't know it all. I just came here this morning trying to present myself to sound like I do. But honestly, I learned from y'all. So if you guys are older than me, Marilyn, I even not know you're 64. If you guys been through life already, you have wisdom, you have all this thing. If you guys could put me on with this, right? You're helping me out. You know what I mean? And honestly, my first job was at a nursing home. Not to violate anybody, right? But like I went up to these people during bingo and I was like, yo, man. Tell me what advice can you give me while I'm this young? Because I need to live a good life. So honestly, I love speaking to a lot of my friends are older than me. To be real with you, it's crazy that I say that, but like you guys been through life already. So if I could just listen to you, I know I'll be good. So please, anything valuable, let me know, man. I'm 71. Wait, Ken, when was your birthday? When was your birthday, Ken? Because you were 70 last time I checked, and I know wifey's older than you. Because, we said that last time. My wife is older than me, too. Happy belated birthday, man. I'm 71. My dad stated debt will ruin people. My uncle, who was very wealthy, taught me about valuations. Ken, you be dropping some hard stuff. Like, Ken, I need to talk to you on the phone again. We need to have a conversation because, like, I need to learn what you're talking about in regards to valuations. Because if I could add that to my verbiage, I'll be legit, man. If I start coming on YouTube talking about valuations, man, that'll be crazy. Ken, you need to teach. Watch, man. I have your number. I'm gonna call you. Many nursing jobs are toxic. Get some savings so you can leave if necessary. Yes. Don't let me start about the toxic guys. I'm trying not to talk about the job, man. Y'all told me not to. And I got this new job now. I'm trying to be better, man. But you are absolutely right. This is why I'm bringing you guys here into the studio because I want this to be my job. I want to do my 3 days at my main job that I love. I don't talk about that job because I love that job, right? And my boss actually is she watches the channel at that job because we actually worked with each other. We worked with each other like as nurses together, and now she's my boss, so we know each other like that. So I don't mess around with my main job at all. But the other job that I left, man, was toxic. You know what I mean? My wife was at a very toxic position too, working very, nursing could be toxic, guys. I love nursing. But it's just some people. Sometimes you work with the devil and you will never believe it, man. It's so crazy. Sometimes I see some nurses who are so evil. I'm like, how do you take care of people? What the heck? And I come here and I expose that and I tell you guys this stuff. But like, yeah, man, I want to get my finances in order because I like to do this. I like talking to people. Guys, I don't even know who you are, man. I have no idea who you are. But I'm willing to talk to you all day if I have to. So like, yeah, man, I feel like I was made to do this. I want to do this too on the side. This is my dream, and this is only the beginning, man. Next time we come here, guys, I promise you, I'm gonna set this table up because this is not presentable at all. But you guys know I'm a raw type of guy. I'm gonna show how it is. So yeah, this is it. This is the beginning, guys. We've come a long way. This is the studio. Yeah, man. Thank you guys. I couldn't, guys, I couldn't have gotten here without y'all. I mean, of course, we got to give the praise to God first, man. But without your support, man, couldn't have everything we're doing here, man. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for your support, guys. But yo, I gotta go to lady. You guys know it's time for booty tag. No disrespect. Let me just see. October 14th, 1954. Oh, so your birthday passed a while ago. Wife is 81. Sure, call me, no problem. Yes, Ken, we gotta talk, man. We definitely gotta talk. Cause yeah, you already know, man. I need to get better. I need to get better. There are some evil nurses. Yep, man. We could talk about it. But let's say that for another live stream. We'll say that for another live stream, guys. But guys, have a blessed day, wonderful day. Shout outs to everybody who dropped gems in the chat. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for tuning in to this live stream. Till next time, and get ready. I'm gonna drop a video later today. I don't know about God. I don't even know what I'm gonna drop it on, but I'm gonna drop it on it because I have to get out my comfort zone. I want to continue to drop. I want you guys to be tired of seeing my face, guys. I'm gonna show up with or without a hairline because I don't got time to sit at the barber shop right now. To be real with you guys, all right? They charge you mad money. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be here, guys, and you know what? Like, I just want to push anybody out there to do a little bit more to get rid of your debt, right? So that this way you could be free and not have to be in no toxic situation, man. But let me see what you're saying right here. First semester of my nursing. What do you recommend for a nursing student having a hard time dealing with the large amount of workload? Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, man, but I used to have anxiety attack. That's what you're talking about right now. That's how I figured out about all my mental health problems, man. Because when it came to the workload and everything, man, it really got me scared. But you need to breathe, you need to pray, and you need to start believing in yourself. Because there's a lot that you can do, and I'm telling you, pressure makes diamonds, man. Pressure makes diamonds. You need to think about your why. Why are you in nursing school? You need to envision yourself because I did not know I'd be able to where I am right now. They said I couldn't do this, right? They said I couldn't do. I was working in the kitchen, right? So you need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? Take it one step at a time and envision yourself. You have to be delusional. You have to see yourself working as a nurse. You have to see yourself punching in. You have to see yourself with your first paycheck. You have to see yourself living that life. You got to see yourself. You know what I mean? You have to be, and then when you do that, everything else is gonna come. You need to have that belief in God too. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing. And that workload, once you break it down, I'm telling you, that's when it look. When I started working, I didn't know how I was going to take care of, like, they put me in a nursing home. I didn't know I was going to take care of 40 patients. I took it one patient at a time, man. Take your time, right? Right now, this is why you have to lock in. You have to separate. Okay, separate yourself from a lot of people. You have to, like, look. I'm not saying watch me, because like when it comes, like, I'll be all over the place sometimes. But watch people that's going to really add to you, man. Add to you. Right now, you have to be focused. Anything that's going to distract you, you can't be distracted right now. Your algorithm should be everything nursing, right? Go on YouTube, ask ChatGPT, what's your learning style? So that this way you can figure out, are you a visual learner or you're an auditory learner? How can you process the information? How can you save time? Do a lot of practice questions, okay? And definitely just time management. Like, split your day up. Like, you know how they used to split it up in high school with periods? Give yourself periods. All right. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna study this. 12 o'clock. I'm gonna study this. You know what I mean? But I have so much more that I want to tell you. I hate that I have to leave right now, guys. But I gotta go to my wifey, man. I'm right now. I'm getting anxious because I want to, like, check on her vitals and everything like that, guys. But I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope that really helped you out. Certainly, Kai. I really do. Good luck. Hop into. I want to keep up with you, actually. I really do. Hit me up on IG or whatever the case is. If you have a question, I got you. Shout outs to all the nurses who been following me, who graduated nursing school, who came back and said, Fritz, I passed. Man, I'm so proud of you guys, man. Right? You guys are the reason why I keep coming here every day, man, and it just motivates me, man. So you got it, all right? It's up. But all right, guys, I love and appreciate you guys. I gotta head out.